You are listening to Western Iowa's information leader, KCIM. I'm Nathan Cones, here with your midday news for Monday, January 8th, 2024. The IKM Manning Board of Education is seeking input from their stakeholders as the search for a new district leader gets underway. Superintendent Trevor Miller announced earlier this school year he would not be returning to IKM Manning following the completion of his current contract, and school officials quickly contracted with Grunmeyer Leader Services to assist the district in its search for his replacement. The first step in this process is to determine what qualities IKM Manning stakeholders desire in a superintendent. Parents, students, staff, and district residents are asked to complete a brief online survey by the end of the week, Friday, January 12th, which will aid Grunmeyer Leader Services in locating a potential candidate who is a good match for the community. The survey can be accessed by scanning the QR code or by following the link, both of which are included with this story on our website. According to the hiring firm, potential candidates will be reviewed on February 12th and screened on February 22nd. Formal interviews are slated for February 28th. During their meeting this morning, the Carroll County Board of Supervisors pledged $15,000 in matching funds for a proposed trail to connect Arcadia with its ball field. Representatives from the Arcadia Share the Road project, Pat Vogel, Bruce Vanami, and May Vanami, as well as others, have been planning for this project for several years now. Vogel, who works with the Arcadia Betterment and Development Corporation, says the community has seen an increasing volume of foot and bike traffic along 185th Street and Division Street with new housing developments, and residents are concerned about safety.
What we would like to do are project get bikers and walkers off the busy highways around Arcadia. Division Street is a highway coming into Arcadia from the south, and 185th goes across going east out of Arcadia to the ball field and the cemetery. So our project, which we've been talking about for some time, would be to widen 185th Street going east out of Arcadia and make that a share the road project, because everybody from Arcadia going out to the ball field needs to use that.
Initial estimates for the first phase of the project are around $130,000. Vogel says they're also planning to extend the sidewalks in those neighborhoods.
So we've got two housing subdivisions right there. We've got 43 families living in the Ready subdivision. A lot of those are young families with kids, riding bikes, trying to access the ball field. And the only way to do that is to get up on Division and get up on the highway up here.
That second phase is estimated at $19,000, bringing the total project cost to $149,500. According to Vogel, they are pursuing a multitude of grants opportunities to finance the project, but many of them require some form of matching funds. The city of Arcadia is planning to contribute $15,000 to the effort, which is the same amount the group is asking of the county. The supervisors voted 4-0 to support the contribution out of local option sales tax funds, contingent on the group securing enough funding for the project. Ideally, that project, according to the group, would be completed as soon as possible, but there is some county road maintenance scheduled in that area in 2027, so it is possible that the two projects could be done concurrently. That'll be decided at future meetings, again, assuming if that funding source is identified. And Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds is scheduled to present the annual 2024 Condition of the State Address tomorrow evening. That address begins at 6 p.m. and will be held in the House Chamber at the Iowa State Capitol. Reynolds is expected to outline her administration's priorities, goals, and proposed legislative agenda for the upcoming year during this annual address. Republicans hold majorities in the House and Senate, as well as the governorship. Topics that are likely to be at the top of the legislative agenda this session include the state's income tax system, school safety and youth mental health, carbon pipeline regulations, and Iowa area education agencies. The 2024 Condition of the State Address can be watched live using the links included with this story on our website. And we do need to step away here for just a moment. We'll be right back. There's more news on the way after this on KCIM.
People's Company announces an upcoming farmland auction Friday, January 19th at 10 a.m. at the Calhoun County Expo Center, Rockwell City. These 163 acres will be sold in two tracts. Tract 1 includes 138 acres with a CSR2 of 86.6. Tract 2 includes 25 acres with a CSR2 of 82.7. The farmland located just east of Rockwell City on Preston Avenue. The farm will be offered as 2 tracks at public auction on January 19th at 10 a.m. at the Calhoun County Expo Center, Rockwell City. Online bidding available as well. Contact listing agent Matt Adams. Email him matt@peoplescompany.com. matt@peoplescompany.com. That's matt@peoplescompany.com for more information. 163 acres of Calhoun County farmland up for auction Friday, January 19th, 10 a.m. at the Calhoun County Expo Center in Rockwell City.
Stewart Memorial Community Hospital and McCrary Rose Clinics are proud to announce the growth of their orthopedic services. You can now schedule a consultation with Dr. Elijah Miller and nurse practitioner Lacey Crimmins every Thursday in Lake City. Joint replacement, fracture care, and sports medicine close to home. When you need orthopedics, choose excellence. Choose Stewart Memorial. Call 464-7907 today.
Welcome back to KCIM's Midday News. I'm Nathan Cones reporting. Homeowners in need of repairs to their property are encouraged to apply for a new funding opportunity offered through the Iowa Finance Authority. The Iowa Homeowner Assistance Fund provides up to $35,000 to help fund eligible repairs, repay past due mortgages, or other qualified expenses. To be considered for the IFA program, applicants' household income must not exceed 80% of the area median income, have home repairs that affect the ongoing insurability or accessibility of their home, and have had someone in the household experience a financial hardship after January 21st of 2020 as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. That includes reduction of income due to job loss, reduced hours, increased child care costs, etc. Eligible Iowans must complete and return their applications to the IFA by January 31st at 4:30 p.m. Links with more information are included with this story on our website. And the 2024 Iowa legislative session began this morning with more tax cuts at the top of the majority's party agenda. Governor Kim Reynolds will outline her priorities during a speech at the Capitol on Tuesday night. Reynolds has been saying elimination of the state income tax is the long-term goal.
We're sitting on a pretty good surplus, and we've got money there, and we're going to turn it back to Iowans, and we need to be more competitive.
The state income tax is currently scheduled to shrink to one flat rate of 3.9% for income tax payments due in 2027. Senate Majority Leader Jack Whitver says expediting that tax cut is likely the first step lawmakers will take in the tax debate.
And then what comes next will probably be the main conversation of the session.
House Speaker Pat Grassley says as discussions of eliminating the income tax begins, House Republicans will press to ensure the state can meet its spending commitments. Democrats say Iowans have more immediate concerns that should be addressed by lawmakers, like the lack of child care slots and affordable housing. Senate Minority Leader Pam Yoakum, a Democrat from Dubuque, says it's time for lawmakers to get serious about investing in a mental health care system for children.
We've had a problem for a long time. The pandemic has made it that much worse. We have seen more and more children with anxiety issues, behavioral health issues than we ever did before.
Republicans have held the House, Senate, and governorship for the past 7 years. Whitver says aside from taxes, they've accomplished almost every other top policy item on the GOP agenda.
We're in a really great spot as a state. I think, frankly, we're in the strongest position we've ever been as a state. And so you don't always need to invent new things to do. Sometimes you just say, you know what, we've checked off the major things that we want to do, and let's let the economy run like we've set it up to run.
House Republicans are calling for tougher penalties for groups caught stealing from retailers, so-called smash and grab episodes that have taken place in other states with limited examples in Iowa. Grassley says House Republicans also plan to review K-12 education standards, school discipline policies, and teacher pay, as well as investigate whether out-of-state staffing agencies are overcharging Iowa hospitals and nursing homes.
I don't think just because we've done a lot of big things, we can now all of a sudden be like, well, here we are, let's take a time out. I think that's not why Iowans sent us here or will send us back.
The House and Senate convened at 10 a.m. this morning. And that is going to be wrapping up your Look At News. For these stories and many more, be sure to check us out online by following us on Facebook and X, on the web at 1380kcim.com, or through the Carroll Broadcasting mobile app. I'm Nathan Cones reporting.